my lovely Legionnaires! How are you doing this Valentine's Day?
My goodness! A woman?
So good. Damn, you're all alone watching VTubers on Valentine's Day? Cringe.
You want steak?
Happy birthday, Judge.
You're born on Valentine's Day? Damn.
Same with Steffi.
You interrupted plans. So yeah, we're totally reworking Osra for totally fine and normal reasons.
Oh, there's just something about the sketch you've done that it just she feel I don't know how to tangibly describe it, but like she feels better now, I guess. Like there's just something in the way that you did the sketch that's just like I don't know, reclaiming? I don't know.
Yeah, it feels good. I just want it to be a little... Does this look over the... Yeah, there we go.
I think Osra looks like she's coming to herself a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel so as well. So... Some fun facts. Oh, the reading's on Sunday, not on Saturday. It's not tomorrow.
My birthday's tomorrow, so I have taken over the stream priority.
It's true. Take it up with Brooke's parents. I am also excited for Sunday. So the plan as it stands for Osra is that we've... Oh, we were... lore was happening, and so Aaron had to be here.
I had to.
So, I decided that, while I liked Osra's, like, original class combo, I think a fun new direction would be instead of her being, a cleric. So she's not a cleric anymore. She's not even an artificer anymore. She is now a Hexblade Warlock. I still want a multi-classer, because I do really like the multi-class of her being a Hexblood Warlock and a Samurai Fighter. So there is no longer any sacred casting in her, I think. The main change I decided was that I was too enamored with the idea that her... So, her story has fundamentally also changed, right? Now, the story goes that when her father, Mondo, the one I'm drawing at this given second, decided to go berserk and get his devil powers in order to avenge her mom, the clan that he was fighting, just fucking killed him. And then they sealed him away inside his own sword instead of letting him go to the hells. So he's her Hexblade patron. And her new story... Hey, welcome to the Legion! Thank you for joining us. But her story now is that she's trying to find a way to let her father rest in peace, to unseal him from the sword, but she can't do that until she's found a way for him to not go to the hells about it.
And then she gets a hot, strong former pro fighter girlfriend along the way. It's incidental. It's not that important, but...
Those two things aren't connected, but they're, It also, like, just because Mondo was so, like, and I thought about it because, like, Mondo is so important to her character that when I thought about what I wanted to do for the rework, I was like, he's kind of inexorable from it. And I just couldn't get over... Their bond is one of my favorite things that I've, like, written in D&D, period.
No, I get you.
So having a way that, in narrative, it can still be explored, I think just appealed to me. And the more I thought about it... Because I knew I was like, I think I want a Hexblade Warlock. And I was chewing on, like... narrative beats for that for a little bit. And then, unironically, I was laying in bed. And I, like, bolted upright and was like, oh, wait a minute. I like this a lot. And then that's what I decided to go with. I like it. So Mondo's here now, and he's dead. These two things, you know, a little linked, it's fine. We were talking about this earlier, and I said that I like the idea that he can be heard by other people, but not seen. Just because I think it's funny. I just think it's inherently much funnier if Osra is the only one who can see him.
Cass just talking to a sword.
He loves her very much. He wants her to be safe. Her bit is that she had to kill the clan who sealed him away in order to get him out. She didn't know he was still in there, though. That's the bit.
That was a surprise tool that happened later. So is it his original sword, or did he just get put into a sword by these guys?
No, this is his original sword.
Okay.
How a scrawny elf was wielding a Nodachi that was longer than his body, you know? It's unclear. But he was.
Well, that's what the strength stat is for.
It's true.
Well, with fun fact with Hexblade Warlock, you can just use all that shit with charisma, baby.
He was so charismatic.
Factually true. One of my favorite bits, Mondo is very much, so, okay, we talked about this, so I've said before that if Osra was human, she would be half black, half Asian. And the bit in my head is like, oh, so the half-orc is the... Nope. I realized... I made her half-black because I realized as I was writing Mondo, I'm like, no, this is a light-skinned black man. He's blue now, but he didn't used to be. Dealing with devilry will do that to you. How do you feel about the 2024 rules of D&D? Anything you enjoy using for your characters? I do! There's some things I like about 1D&D, and some things I fucking hate about it.
It's a huge mixed bag. Monk's finally good.
I really like the new monk rules.
I'm making Aaron's life a living nightmare.
Some of the new cleric stuff is fun. As a paladin main, I'm so fucking bitter. I fucking... We're not, like, nerfed into unusability, but, like... No.
We're at a spot where we're kind of picking and choosing which rules we want to use for 5e.
My smites. My smites. No 180 damage in a single round anymore. What's the fucking point?
Yeah.
I like rolling all the rocks.
I don't mind mixing and matching the rules and all that. I just need to have them somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
Yeah, there's some things about it that I really like, and then some things I could do without, but I think ultimately it's a lot of... The big thing was that they made a big deal about it all being backwards compatible. And it just kinda isn't.
It's super not, because it's especially since they changed that everybody got their subclass moved to 3, yeah.
That's... Wait, so what, you get your subclass at, like, 1 now?
No, you get them all at 3.
No, everybody now goes to 3.
Ah, I see.
There were some who got them at 1, some who got them at 2, but now everybody gets them at 3.
Oh yeah, that is a little bit weird on like I get it for mechanical consistency, but like in terms of like character creation, how the heck do you get your patron at level 3?
Right?
Right, like,
stupid.
I think it's an easy justification with you already know, like the way I would do it, right, is that you already know who your patron is. However, you don't get their subclass benefits until you have proven that you have earned the right to have them, which is simple. It's a little stupid that you have to justify it that way, but it is here and it's easy enough as it is to have that be the case. But
well, I understand that Wizards of the Coast has made that ruling, but considering it's a stupid ruling, I've decided to ignore it.
yeah.
So she's half orc, half tiefling? Yep. That's still the same. I like when characters that are, like, half races like this, I quite frequently don't mix the common ones. Because I think it's just more interesting when you don't. Osra herself thought the chest... If she stabbed herself through the chest with the sword, does she get a devil trigger?
Well, does she?
I unironically thought about flavoring her fucking Armor of Shadows that way. Armor of Shadows is so fucking underrated, by the way. Motherfuckers do not take it, and I think they're fucking dumb. What do you mean you pass up getting free, mage armor every day? What's wrong with them? Are they stupid?
It didn't fit my build.
Your mama didn't fit. You have, like, next to no hit points and even less spell slots, and you're gonna waste spell slots on defensive magic when you can have an armor class all the time?
But Columbo.
Yeah, and if you breathe on Columbo too hard, he'll die.
Well, if you're putting Columbo in a fight, you're doing it wrong.
Happy Friends Day to those who do not celebrate Valentine's Day, and Happy Valentine's Day for those that do. I think you can use Valentine's Day to celebrate the love you have for all the people in your life.
Yeah.
Filtio approved.
His line work to be lighter to imply that he's a ghost.
Yeah, I'm spending my Valentine's Day the right way. Or downloading the entirety of the Sonic CD soundtrack.
Homie, that's the way to do it.
You're alone on Valentine's Day? God, you're pathetic. Thanks,
No,
Mike.
I'm with the Sonic.
Also,
No, I'm with the
I
science
did
team.
not miss that. Oh, this. That fucking. Promotion for my stream tomorrow from James. Wanted to. Justin's ass is TSA not approved. Christ.
It's true. I can confirm. I need to get over my dumb bullshit so I can play more D&D. Cause I fucking love Dungeons and Dragons. I love it so much. Some of my best memories with people that I love dearly is via playing D&D.
Hey, you're in regular therapy now, and you're saying, and you've gone on record telling us just yesterday that it's been helping you a lot. So maybe she can help you with your weird hang-up.
God, I hope so. Oh, fuck. I have to tell you, so the lovely, lovely lady that I see for therapy, so I told her I was looking for, I was looking to get disability, right? I told her that, not last session, but the session before. And I told her, like, yeah, I want to get, disability, A, so that I have a more stable source of income, and then B, so that I can contribute to the household a little more. I feel bad that I can't, you know? Even if I can, like, help pay for the odd occasional meal or indulgence or something, then I'd feel more like I was contributing. And she was like, that's fair and understandable, and we talked about it a little bit. And then this week, she asks me if I'd made any headway, and I was like, no, not yet. I have to get my birth certificate here, so that way I can get, state residency and blah blah blah. You know, these are the steps I have to take XYZ, but we're not there yet. And she goes, oh, well, I'm glad that you're at least making progress towards it. And let me know, because I'm more than willing to sign a recommendation. And the exact way she said this was, because you need it. There was just a pregnant pause as she affirmed. And I'm like, you know what? You're right, but you didn't have to say it like that.
That was out of line.
You didn't have to, like, affirm that I was that fucked up. She's so sweet. We like her a lot. She hates my mom.
No comment.
Aaron also hates my mom. Justifiably.
I cannot confirm or deny that on stream.
She's not wrong, but you shouldn't say it. Which TTRPGs? I wanna play Merkberg at some point. I don't remember who. One of my lovely legionnaires gifted it to me. Gifted me the source book, and I really want to try it at some juncture. I was reading, like, the world building of that, and I'm like, oh, this is good shit. We've become the Mighty Nine of hating your mom. The Merkthedbergs. Discord DM of the game. 10 Candles. I've heard about 10 Candles. The two things I would... Okay. Chat. I'm sending this out into the ether. Because I know that, one of the people I frequently raid into, Smogteeth, whose art that I fucking absolutely adore, I know plays fucking VTM with Marin. Marin! Invite me! I want to play World of Darkness! I want to play World of Darkness so bad! Please!
Yeah, I remember, like, I've only had, like, one experience outside of D&D when it comes to TTRPGs. We ran, I believe it was called Cloud Emperors.
Ooh.
Which, make the jokes.
He who. Remember you mentioned Marin enjoying that as well. Yeah. I want to play VTM. I want to play Hunter. Please. Please. Please.
I'm a Geist character that I would not be opposed to giving a shot.
Nobody
Fun
runs
romp.
Geist, including me, resident Geist advocator. The thing, okay. I love WoD. I love WoD so much. So much you don't understand. It's so good. I fucking hate running WoD. Running it sucks. And I can't, it's just everything about the way that the rules of World of Darkness are set up is fun to play. It is a bitch to GM. And not for any, like, particular reason. It's just that, like, there's a lot of little things that make it really hard to run. Combat's kind of a nightmare. I fucking hate VTM combat. Sweats. It's a really, like... It also doesn't help that it's, like, a really harsh system. So if you want it to, like... So it's not particularly new player friendly, I would know, as someone who was a new player to it once. If I wasn't a freak, I probably wouldn't have picked it up ever again.
Well, all I know is GMs for that for that system have job security.
They sure do! I've chomped at the bit to play it twice, and both times the DMs fucking sucked.
It is what it is.
Ugh. Remember, kids, if you bring up your issues with your game master and they respond with "suck it up," leave that campaign.
Why did the naming conventions of these files have to be so long? Okay.
Didn't you name the files?
Not when I downloaded them. No. Do you think I have time to custom when there's like to make a custom thing for what is it? It's like 99 tracks back to back.
Do you really want me to answer
No.
that?
No, it's easier to just download them all and then rename them in the file explorer. It's easy. Because I can copy and paste things.
Maybe third time's the charm? I fucking hope so. I'd love to. Listen, I've said before, currently, I don't know, I'm down to play one-shots or whatever, but I don't know if I want to join a long campaign. I'd consider it. But I'm not totally positive. I will make an exception. Fuck my own mental health. I really want to play World of Darkness. Which is a very World of Darkness mentality, but...
Seems like it's required.
Given that it's a game where you have to open it up with what is your predator type, yeah. We'll bet.
Ayo!
Yep.
That's crazy. We're gonna have to talk about that later.
I can talk about it now. So in VTM,
we've kicked out all the Nazis, so that's good.
we have kicked out all the Nazis, so you can like actually play it now.
Huh?
You still have to dodge the weirdos, though.
Oh, do you not know? Have I not told you about this?
No.
Oh my god! Oh god! Chad, I'm so glad you get to be here for me educating Aaron about this. So World of Darkness, specifically, had a very bad Nazi problem.
Huh.
A
Why?
couple of reasons. One, because it was apparent. One, because it was in the 90s. Two, it was made by conservatives in Poland.
Oh, there. Okay, yeah.
So there was there was in fact a secret Nazi problem for a while on the writing team. They are gone now, but then what happened was, the thing was a bunch of, what the fuck was it? Was it Ventru? What was the fucking clan? I think it was Ventrus. That they're one of the vampire clans that had their iconography in the books co-opted by white supremacists.
You hate to see it.
And that was a problem for a while. But that's not a
God
problem.
forbid.
But it's not a problem anymore. We got rid of them.
We got rid of them.
I see.
But that meant that a lot of the lore had to be rewritten. Because it super didn't age well, knowing that. There's still a racism problem in the earlier editions. Oh, we're getting to that. So, so there's a thing now that White Wolf has, which I'm a big fan of, was they had a policy once they did this, where they said if it is discovered that people in the community have, like, white supremacist affiliations, they give you your money back. They're like, we can't make you stop playing the game, but we don't want your money. Which I think is Chad shit, to be completely honest.
Mad respect.
And then I think, like, naturally they're not allowed at the LARPs, but the actual company cracking down and being like, no, we don't want your Nazi money, fuck off, is hard as hell. But yeah, so...
Pictured here, the free market actually working as intended.
True! So Aaron... my beloved friend, my advocator of rights. I'm gonna tell you a little something about VTM lore, and then I'm gonna hit you with a fun fact.
Sure.
Because the sentence won't mean anything until I explain this to you. So, in Vampire the Masquerade, there's 3 factions that the clans then divide into after that.
The fact that they're called clans.
Yeah, well... there's the Camarilla, which is usually what you'll end up playing. They're the... guys. Good guys is not right. You're evil no matter what. But you're a fucking vampire, you drain people of their blood. None of you are good people. But they're the protagonists, we'll say.
I see.
You have anarchs who are unaffiliated. And then you have the Sabbat. So, the thing that separates the Sabbat from the Camarilla is that the Sabbat don't really care about the Masquerade. They want vampires to be known and public, so that way they can take over humanity, basically, and rule as superior beings.
Which is so funny when vampires canonically suck in VTM compared to literally everyone else.
They are the weakest monster race, which I think is really funny. But the Sabbat, for example, they, oh yeah, you can, I'll pull Aether in.
Salutations.
Hi, Aaron. I need to show you something.
This
is just show and tell for me, huh?
So, one of the things you need to know about the Sabbat, like, as a thing, right? They are incredibly brutal and violent and aggressive. They commonly hunt people for sport. They're considered lower-class barbarians. And they turn their new bloods like sharks. So they'll turn, like, 20, 30 people at the same time, bury them in shallow graves, and then when they rise up out of the graves, they have to fight each other to the death to see who gets to be sired. They are brutal, manipulative, violent monsters.
So
you want to know where the 2 highest in the original lore, the 2 highest areas in the United States of Sabbat activity were?
Is Detroit one of them?
It was Detroit and Pittsburgh.
You see, when you were doing it, I was going to say the 2 places. Oh, so Africa.
In the northern and Central America, in Central America, it's Mexico City.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, Call of Arwen is called, huh?
It's not great.
Ah, clearly.
There is the Al Hassim were literally just, did you know that Arabs are scary and they drink blood?
Interesting.
There was another one that was, did you know that Romani are scary and drink blood, and also we'll call them the G-Slur?
Interesting. Anyway, whatever happened to the buffalo in the west?
Don't worry about it.
So, ironically, this ties into directly what I wanted to show Aaron. So I joined a Vampire the Masquerade campaign.
God damn it! You fucking asshole! You bitch! I fucking hate you!
It's
Carry
an
on.
IRL one. With,
Oh, okay,
like,
that's different
my
then.
roommates and friends. Yeah, I know. I would have brought you in had I been able to. I am running a Ravnos tea shop owner named Aklis.
Ooh.
I ended up, because I need to actually sit down and draw her, but I haven't had the mental energy. I have made her in Hero Forge.
Ravanos
my
are the ones that are Romani coded, I believe.
Yeah, they're the Wanderers. They can set down roots if they choose.
They just
which
typically
mine
don't.
did. I have what I've called my Scooby-Doo gang of tea shop attendees that are in the module technically a cult. That's just that way I'll get benefits of a cult, but they're my found family.
Oh, I love that.
I dropped their portrait in the sidebar. The snake is another vampire. That's part of the cult.
Vampire snake, huh?
It's a Sedite is the specific one.
Oh!
Bro, I'm not gonna remember that in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
But-
Sedite?
Yeah.
Did you stick it in
Yeah,
the
her
snake
name
body?
No. Her name is Calphurnia. She actually owns the restaurant supply chain that furnishes Aklis's tea shop.
Ah, I see.
But so I was looking for character names because naming characters, especially like kind of side characters, is really hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I found like a name generator and you can like customize the specific names and stuff. And I came up with one and I'm sending it to Aaron first because it caught me off guard and was really funny because I really thought about it for a brief minute.
I just heard him choke! What?
The name is Mr. Aaron Time.
Damn! Bestie, that's you!
They can't keep getting away with this.
It was really fucking funny.
Can I just exist without having my likeness, name, or appearance like commandeered?
No.
I cannot.
Fucking
I
have like 3 characters that I've been wanting to play.
I have one more picture of Aklis for reference. I really popped off with the design, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I need to. I want
Just
to tell you guys so
Giorgio
bad about my.
Romani. Shut up. I
I
love
want to tell you
Denise.
guys so
Oh,
bad
yeah.
about my fucking Scooby-Doo gang.
I'm enamored with the Simis. I think they're sick as fuck. I don't think I would ever have the fortitude to play one because you have to be a real piece of shit. But like,
Are those the flesh benders?
yubbers!
One of my parties, one of them. She owns a plastic surgery clinic.
Fuck yeah. So, the Simis, are, as Aether said, they're flesh benders.
It was the best way to describe it.
What they do, they're Sabbat, usually. Because of the horrible, awful shit that they do. They turn people into living furniture. So, like, picture for a moment, your body, flesh, bones, blood, organs, all that good shit. You're now ottoman shaped. And not like, and I can't stress to you enough, not like you've been compressed into an ottoman. I mean, the bones in your legs are now the legs of an ottoman.
I had
Your
almost
spine
horrible
is
thought,
now wrapped in a square pattern so that the meat of your back is now comfortable to sit upon. You live, you
Heaton.
breathe. You're now a chair.
Yeah, Heaton. It's this good sense of it. It's like that, like because there are that is a kink. It's just now it's not consensual. You are now a chair.
Yeah. It's not the fun metaphorical kind. You're now just literally a chair. On all levels, including physical, you are now a chair. And I hate that. But the other thing that they do is that because they're good at fleshcraft, they also, like, look terrifying. And they're all just fucking weird. They're fucking weird and scary to look at. Like, they don't wear clothes because they've shaped their skin to form... They've, like, flayed themselves to look like clothing. It's awful. They're so fucking scary. I love them so much, but I don't think I have the guts to play one.
Your guts are now chair.
Yeah.
I don't... I'm so, like... I don't think I have the genetic predisposition to be, like, truly a monster. They also get the ability to turn into a dragon at higher levels. Yeah.
Yeah. Heaton, if you want silly Goofy, you can look at my my silly Goofy Scooby-Doo gang in the sidebar.
Let me see.
That are the group that works at the tea shop.
Oh, I like her!
Oh, Aklis, I love I designed her so well. But from left to right, we have Vash, who is nicknamed Stampede because he used to be a football lineman. He's the general manager. We have Cass, who's the head patissier. We have Heinz, who was nicknamed so because he once drank an entire bottle of ketchup on a dare. He did have to go to the emergency room.
Hell yeah.
And then there's Tag because he, quote, has never lost a game of tag ever. And we can't seem to prove otherwise.
Understandable. Are they...
They are all human.
Okay, so they're all ghouls.
No.
No?
No, they're human. They're
just
human.
normal.
They're members
They're just
of my
normal
cult.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
They're members of my cult. Cult being quotation marks. It's found family.
Right. Okay.
That's how
They're-
I'm running it.
They're a call for benefits.
Yeah, they're cult. It's literally we're listed as a cult for tax benefits. Tax benefits being character creation benefits.
I have two characters that are fleshed out. One that I've wanted to work on, but haven't. So, in order, they're, my boy Jake, who I played the first time.
Jake.
Jake is a Brujah. He has, like, one of my fucking favorite debuffs in this game, because I think the concept of it's sick as fuck. He has AIDS.
Fair.
In VTM, you get a huge, like, stat, you can get, like, stat buffs, debuffs, by taking, like, you can get good stat buffs if you take a big debuff, right? So, his debuff was, I don't remember, there's a term for it in the book, but basically it's that he has a blood disease. Which means that every time that he drinks from a person, I have to roll a d10. And if it's, I think if it's a 4 or lower, he transmits the disease. And it does work on other vampires. So if I bite Aether's character and roll bad, you now have the same debuff I do.
Great. I know one of the ones Aklis has is they always have their fangs out. They cannot retract them. That's why they
I will never
carry
touch
around
my
a fan.
pre-existing VTM characters after that TM game. I can barely look at Heather sometimes because of it. Understandable. I have Heather. She's mine now. She's Jake's sire now. His hot bimbo asexual sire. But Jake was alive in the 70s, I think. His partner, he's a gay man. His partner died from AIDS that he unknowingly transferred to Jake. And after he died, so the two of them were in a band together, and after he died, Heather saw that Jake was going to die, and was like, "You're talented, and I'm a big fan of your fuck the government shit. Do you want to live forever?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, I suppose. I want to carry on what David was doing as long as I can." And I like the idea in my head that she was like, "Yeah, cool, that'll fix it," and then spoilers, it didn't. Now he's stuck with it forever.
Do you know that trying to escape from your problems will only make them worse?
Shut up. It's fine. Is he just Johnny Silverhand? A little bit.
Well, actually, that really depends on the type of problem.
He does continue to hate the government. One of my favorite things is what he does to feed, because like feeding for him is like an extra step, right? Because he can't just go around infecting other people. So what he does, this is my favorite shit in the modern era. He finds like DL conservative men, and he drinks from them.
Based, surely.
Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh, are you a weird good old boy Nazi? Pog. Slurp slurp, idiot. I don't care." He tries to drink from blood bags as much as he can, but if he needs to, like, eat... My second character is Luke. My boy Lucas. He's a gangrel and an anarch. He's just a good boy. He's just a good, sweet boy. He took another big debuff, so he can't speak. His throat got fucked up in a fight when he was younger. And now he can't, and because he was turned before they could fix it, now it's like that forever. He doesn't really care, though. It doesn't bother him. He's a remarkably positive, upbeat kind of guy, despite everything, TM. He doesn't really give a shit about, like, social advancement, so he's really awkward. And he's also old as shit. Like, Jake was turned in the 70s. I think I said he was turned in, like, 1912.
Ooh. That's pre-roaring 20s.
Yeah, Luke's been around a
so-
while.
So old, but not as old as Atlas.
No, that's what I took those extra points from his big debuff, was that I made him, like, old.
Yeah.
He went to the beach that makes you old.
He went to the beach that makes you old.
I know one of Atlas's debuffs is they will absolutely refuse to feed from children or to do anything with children because they're children and they cannot consent no matter what.
Understandable.
That's a debuff?
Yep.
Yeah. You're not the good people.
Anything that limits what you can drink from is a debuff. And it's a big one. Because, listen, this is the thing, right? If you think about it, logically, because that's one of those things where you see it and it makes you feel a kind of way, but if you think about it logically, if you have to yoink somebody in the night and crush them like a Capri Sun, it's easier to yoink a kid than it is to yoink a grown adult.
And that's where Atlas has standards.
Yeah, but like... There's no pride in that. There's no...
It's not about pride, it's about surviving another day.
Have they considered opening a blood bank?
They have. It tastes different. It doesn't sustain you like fresh blood does.
Okay, cool. skill issue.
Also,
I don't know
again,
what to
you're
do.
not the good guy.
It's not about the good. It's not about good guy or bad guy. Honestly, it's about.
It's about the
being
principle of the
dramatic.
thing.
It's the principle.
And the principle of the thing is that I'm hungry.
But I'm so hungry.
I'm just a little guy. You
Go to
cannot-
McDonald's like a normal person.
This is another good one. You can't.
Unless you take the merit for it, which Atlas has, because they do a lot of business work.
Physically, unless
Like
you
with
unless you
actual
take
humans.
unless you take certain merits or spend a shit ton of blood points, you can't eat real food. It'll just make you
Like-
sick. You'll just you take damage from it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't just eat food.
You also
You
can't drink
just have
water.
a normal Capri Sun. Yeah.
You have to drink blood. That's it. That's all you can do.
You do your best Asmongold cosplay and can't drink water.
This is one of my favorite things about VTM. Like one of the things that enamored me to it. Being a vampire fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And that's gonna sound stupid for some of you who've never played it, but like, the thing about VTM is that it's really a trade-off. In vampire media, it's always portrayed as like, oh, it's so difficult, you know, it sucks. But like, no, it doesn't. Like, objectively, no, it doesn't. Like, being a vampire, aside from like the psychiatric things of like watching your loved ones die, there's no debuff to being a vampire. It's cool as hell.
Oh no, you can't go outside. Anyway, TikTok is there.
Anyway, streamer. But like, and it's not even you can't go outside, it's you just can't go out during the day. But in VTM, you're like, it's little things. So like, one of my favorite VTM details is, so you're dead. Right? Your body dies.
I'm sorry, pause. Can we have a conversation about what Shining Sphinx said in chat real quick?
Huh? One of my favorite VTM characters, other than the Toreador that hunts pimps for sports, hell yeah, is Apollo, who is a Nosferatu who got turned into a vampire at DashCon by the guy who is cosplaying Doc Scratch from Homestuck.
That's really funny. That's
That's radical. That's
Imagine-
really funny.
Getting turned at DashCon is probably the most humiliating thing that you could possibly get as a
What happened to
vampire.
you, Dashcon?
No, that motherfucker lies. It's like, it was a ritual. I was part of a cult.
I was taken in the night against my will.
The DashCon ball pit, my favorite call.
Listen, Homestucks are a cult. As a former Homestuck, I can say so.
Same.
But like,
I never got into Homestuck. I was told I'd like it.
I think there's parts of it you'd like.
Yeah. Listen, my opinion is that Homestuck is really, really good if you just ignore like 90% of the fandom.
Yeah, I think there's really.
That's easy.
I thought you were going to say 90% of it. Just period.
But like,
Dude, I
so
don't interact with fandoms. Not anymore. Well, not anymore. I never interact with fandom.
true. So like, okay, this was my favorite detail. So you're dead. Your body no longer works. If you sit in an empty, if you're a vampire, and you sit in an empty room, you will actually hear complete silence. Because the sound that you hear when you're sitting by yourself, and you have noise-canceling headphones on, that humming sound you hear, that rushing sound, it's the sound of your blood in your veins, and your body just becomes more attuned to it because it's looking for any sound. You don't have that. Your heart doesn't beat anymore. Your blood doesn't move. You are completely silent. You don't have a heartbeat. You can't eat real food. Another really good one is when you touch people, you have to spend blood points for your skin to be warm. Because you'll just feel like a corpse to the touch. You'll be just clammy and cold.
I mean, I already feel like that, so it's not much of a...
Factually
So-
true. Can confirm.
Feywild's built different. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm built incorrectly. I'm
It's
built
this-
wrong.
It's the storm giant part of you, I'm convinced.
Well, I mean, I'm giant kin. That doesn't mean any of my relatives are actual giants.
I think your
As
dad.
far as you know.
I think your dad would be the giant.
Perhaps.
Uh,
With all that hockey he played in high school.
you're.
That's what gives it away.
Well, I was gonna make the joke that, given where your family is from, they're from the wind plane.
Yeah. They're from, oh, well, half of my family's from Kansas. So,
Yeah, they're from the wind plane, where all the tornadoes are.
yeah. But anyway.
But I love, the thing that I love about, like, WoD and VTM in specific is, like, is that it feels a very gothic fantasy, because being a monster sucks. It feels like a genuine trade-off, that you get immense and incredible powers, but your life becomes 1,000 times harder. And, like, there is actually a reason that it's like, no, this was a mistake. I shouldn't have done this, you know?
Yeah,
And I think
the
that fucking-
Faustian bargain.
Yeah, it feels like a proper Faustian bargain, as opposed to in other pieces of media where it just kind of doesn't.
It's like, oh no. Yeah, well,
Oh no, I'm young and hot forever. Oh god, whatever will I do?
yeah, I don't get the Born the Eternal Youth thing. Cause like, shouldn't you like age faster? You're dead.
You'd think. Oh, I got a little sidetracked. The only other character is, I really want to play a Giovanni at some point.
Oh yeah.
Giovanni. No, yeah.
Listen, they're awful. They suck. I think it'd be fun.
I don't know. It's really hard for me just to be a bad guy. That's why I built Atlas the way I did.
Yeah, that's how I am. It's why when I made mine for the two-shot that we never got to finish, I just, my guy is just, he's out in the woods.
I have my found family, and I love them very much.
It's the thing that I like about playing a slightly more evil character in VTM, personally, is that I'm not a big fan of being, like, just inherently evil. What I am a fan of is taking a character who has a sort of moral righteousness that is profoundly selfish. That's my shit. That's what I want that Giovanni to be. Very, very Thanos coded. In the way of, like, I have a feeling and a thought. A belief system that I adhere to tightly that is inherently warped and bad and wrong.
Heben, would you like to hear about the current plot point? Because it's really funny.
Please.
So for reference, 2 of the characters used to work at the same inn. They had a falling out because the Ventru kept turning people into ghouls.
As is their wanton way.
True, yeah.
Because
fun
they
fact,
need people
Ravnos-
to understand that they're the best or they wither up and die.
Yeah, local Ravnos, being me, does not like Ventrus because I think they're all high society prissy bitches.
Because they are.
Because they are. Because they are. But apparently one of the staff quit without warning and started spreading the existence of vampires. At least we think it's a member of the staff. We're not 100% sure, but we're pretty sure we know who it is. But we had an Elysium, which is the big the prince that everybody gets here now, or you will die meeting. And he started talking shit, and the second the Ventru was like, well, I know exactly who it is. It's this guy. My fucking character with her fan just peeks around the corner and goes, and where's your proof, Ventru? Atlas is such a messy bitch, and it's so much fun. I hate that character, at least for now. I will eventually get along. But for now, I hate that guy.
I'm a big fan. I love that shit. Fuck that guy in particular. Damn, they gotta kill that guy.
Damn, someone's got to kill that guy. Anyway, hi, I'm Ackless Oleander.
Have Judge, have that man killed.
James is saying you have to check no mic and that I need to plug my ears.
I do like it. It's fucking sick as hell.
No mic?
Yeah.
James is saying to check no mic.
With what Marin said?
Oh no, his new thing.
No, he's talking about...
Marin! Please! Marin, please! Please!
And there it is. There it is.
You have to tag me, I didn't see it. I was gonna say that your new outfit, it's cute. Yeah, he just posted a clip, and Marin's like, I guess I'll have to put a campaign together. Please! Please, Marin, please!
Also, hey, yeah, guess what, Daedalus? I was born and raised in California, so...
That's the bit!
About that.
Up from the mountains.
I did not grow up in the mountains. I grew up in the foothills at best.
Justin has to go to the mountains to convene with the new dragons that he works with.
Yeah. Well, no, where his new work is not in the mountains either.
Shush, it's funny to say that they're in the mountains.
His previous job, he had to go to the mountains.
It's true. That's where the dragons are, you see.
Eh.
Given what he's told us about that office, maybe vampires are who he's working with now.
Ew.
Well, just don't leak, I guess. You'll be fine, I guess.
Just go push the button. He was like, what do I do with all of this nonsense that's going on at my job? And I was like, you push the buttons, button pusher.
You pull on the push 'em, and you pull on the pull 'em, and the pickles go into the jar. I don't know what to tell you.
Dig the hole, fill the hole filler.
Anyway, there has to be like a vampire dragon at some point, yeah.
Probably.
In D&D, yeah, probably.
I don't know how the stat block would work, but I'm sure it has to exist at some point.
It'd be freaky because they'd have to drink a lot of blood.
But yeah, like, they're dragons, they could just eat people wholesale.
It's true. You'd have to eat a lot of people.
Or a lot of kobolds, I guess. Good thing they reproduce quickly.
Bro, you can't just open a text with hello. I don't know who you are. I don't know.
I respond if it's a number that I don't know, and then it's something like that. I respond with something like I totally would just be like, what's your social security number?
Can I get those 3 wacky numbers on the back?
Can I get those? What's your credit card number?
For reference, James, yes, the last name is Oleander is in the poison. The first name is Ackless, Greek mist of death. Minor goddess, I believe? I like matching names.
Can't imagine. Yeah, I bet somebody won't put that in a random name generator.
True.
Yeah, I know, right?
Trying to text me about job offers, and I'm like, stop it.
I love getting like wrong numbers, because every time I get one, I'm like, yo, I hope this goes well, but that's not me.
Real quick, Heaton, can I get Aaron started? I'll pay the channel points to get Aaron started.
It depends. What if
Oh,
I
no,
don't
you don't have that anymore. So, Aaron, did you see
You know
Redesign
what?
Miraculous Season 6?
No. I learned my lesson.
Yeah. It's still going.
I know it's still going, but I learned my lesson.
He's growing. We're so proud.
Listen.
Now, if only he'd stop watching Ruby.
Okay, first, why do you do this to me? Leave Ruby alone. The only people who are allowed to destroy Ruby is me.
Hey, I'm right here.
You know what? Fair enough.
I mean, Viz Media has it now. Maybe it'll become good.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bernie rebought Rooster Teeth.
yeah, but that doesn't
But
mean
it didn't include.
They
It didn't include
they
Ruby.
have, what do they have? Red versus Blue and Achievement Hunter. That's it.
Yeah, it didn't include.
That's it?
Yeah, they said in an
Yeah.
interview that it doesn't include Ruby.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
And Death Battle's independent now.
Yeah,
Good for
so
them.
like, yeah.
They've produced a couple good ones, and then whatever Kratos versus Osra was.
we don't have time for that. Anyway,
Yeah, this is
Not
Heat and
fair.
Stream.
I don't
Like
like.
Yeah.
up on your own.
I don't like Death Battle. A brave and
I-
innovative take, I know.
daring, aren't we?
Daring today,
Justin?
aren't we?
The last sad thing I'll say on that is that it's gonna be like what happened when they tried to bring back G4, and we're past that era. It's done. It's not gonna go well.
No,
Hmm.
I 100% agree.
Who knows? All I know is, man, where do we even go from here? But yeah,
Down,
so
probably.
okay, so Ether, give me the deets. What's going on?
It's exactly what I expected, which is Lila's now the main protag, except now she goes by Cerise. So we
Huh?
still don't know what her name is.
What?
Yeah, Lila's got the butterfly now.
What? Why?
I don't know. I still hate her.
Like, isn't her whole personality trait lie? .jpg?
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't her
yeah.
personality still lie but JPEG?
Uh-huh.
So why is she rewarded?
Because they need a villain.
Who's the villain?
Lila.
I thought you said she was the protagonist.
No,
You
that's
said-
Marinette.
No, there you misspoke.
You misspoke because you
Oh,
said
yeah.
she's the new protagonist.
Oh, no, I thought I said she was the new... listen, I'm tired.
I honestly, after watching that, I believe you.
Yeah.
Let's get the most. I don't like Lila as like an antagonistic figure. Like she is. Okay.
Oh, sorry,
cool.
wait, hang on, before I forget. Actually, her name is Cerise Bianca now.
Run that by me again, Chief.
You heard me. You heard me. Her name is Cerise Bianca.
You could have picked any name. And you
Uh-huh.
picked that one.
Uh-huh.
Is it a bad name or does it mean something?
I just think it's bad. I think it's... we still don't know what her actual name is, Smile.
Because she lied about that too. Most
Yeah.
likely. I'm gonna be so 100 with you. It'd be one thing, right? If she was a, it's bad enough that she's like a liar, but it's like her lies suck.
Doing
Well,
it just
maybe-
to do it at
maybe-
this point.
Maybe it's because I'm a commentator.
And I'm used
but,
to
like-
lies being interesting.
Like, good heavens! Like, yes, I bet the Queen of England. Okay, can I have evidence?
No.
I
No,
was
Smile.
sick. I was sick. Can I have a doctor's note? My doctor's from Kenya.
Localized entirely in your kitchen? Yes. Can I see it?
No.
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 For
Well, I
reference... Sorry, go ahead, Brooke.
I just want to give Heaton back her stream and be like, what's Osra's dynamic like with her dad now that he is the sword?
The same.
Just the same?
Yup.
It's just a sword.
You'd think that something would change. You'd be wrong. The only difference is that now he can't physically stop her from doing the dumb bullshit that she does. That he couldn't stop her from doing anyway already, but, like, now he just can't physically restrain her in order to keep her from doing it.
It'd be
He
funny
super
if he
can't
could
do
wiggle,
anything.
It'd be really funny if he could wiggle the sword just a little bit, but not enough to make her not be able to hold it.
I think he doesn't have... I like the idea that he doesn't have a lot of physical control of the sword. It's, like, the one thing about it that really sucks. is that he's like, I have no control of my, air quotes, body anymore.
If that's cap.
No.
Well, the sword is her dad, so it does technically talk. It's just Osra's the only one that can see him.
It's from the wiki itself.
You can, yeah, they can hear him, but they can't see him like she can. I also like the idea that, like, this is how he manifests to her physically, is, like this. Like, he can only be, like, waist up out of the sword at any given minute. What the fuck is up, Kyle? The salami lid won't fit. What the fuck does that mean, Brianna?
What voice does the voice have?
Sword talk, what voice does the voice have? Oh, he talks, I mean, like, telepathically, I'd imagine. I don't really have a voice claim for Mondo. I feel like this is either a reference I'm not getting or a sexual innuendo I don't understand.
Or you're just really having trouble with some salami.
Or you're literally, yeah, or you literally can't, or it's a very literal thing and I'm stupid, which is a distinct possibility. But they have a good rapport, her and her dad. He loves her so tremendously dearly. And she loves him very, very much.
Does it feel like the dynamic's any different for Osra, considering he's dead but also still here?
It was kind of a lot at first, for a while, considering that she mourned him. And then he's like, cool, hi, I'm still here. And she's like, oh, okay. It's a weird, there's a lot of weird emotional shit that comes with, that comes with their relationship now being one prolonged goodbye.
Yeah.
But, who processes that? Osra? Absolutely not. Dad's here. I don't have to worry about that until he dies again, and that won't be for a long time, so it's fine. Hee-hoo. The way she avoids the issue is totally normal and healthy and will not backfire on her at any point.
How old is she? Are you retconning her age at all?
No, she's like 25.
Okay.
I think the difference is that he's been dead a while, and she hasn't had him very long.
Gotcha.
So she's in kind of that weird, like, limbo state of, it's kind of why, like, something I would like to do long-term with her in a long campaign again is that, like, her big, like, emotional arc is realizing that she will have to give him up one day and he'll be gone again.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's just happy to have him back now. And she wants to help him, she does, that's not a lie. Like, she's not capitulating for him just because she wants him to stick around. She does want him to rest with her mom. Because she knows, like, this isn't a life for him, but there is that little part of her that's selfish and wants to keep her dad as long as she can.
Yeah.
So she's doing it, she's just kind of, dragging her feet about it a little bit. And in reality, so is Mondo.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of...
Aaron.
She's an open book. It's very difficult to misunderstand her intentions, much as she'd try. She doesn't hide things very well. So he knew. He's known this whole time that that's what's happening. And he kind of can't falter, because in his head he's like, oh, well, if it was her I'd lost, I'd probably do the exact same thing.
We're talking about Osra, who Heaton is drawing right now.
It is the lore.
Yeah, she wants to savor the memories she can make before she has to get rid of him forever. Because she knows that this is the last time she'll have, and she didn't get to say goodbye, so
Yeah.
that also adds some complicated feelings to the mix, but
She'll get to say goodbye this time.
yeah. And she's happy about that. She's glad that she gets the opportunity to part with him on her terms this time.
A little similar, but not quite the same as what Ash is currently dealing with, because her mentor came back too soon, and that's not going to cause consequences for Ash's grieving process.
We get to explore the fun side of Force Visions, which is how do you mourn somebody who isn't really gone?
Very carefully.
Oh, he's just like, oh,
I was about to say.
oh, he's just here now. Okay.
But only occasionally, and not for very long.
Yeah.
That's a problem for
The-
future me to deal with, yeah, basically. I'm being
equivalent-
DM'd on
it's-
Discord, it's important lore.
It's basically a nicotine patch for grief. It's,
Yeah, basically. Thank you, Brianna.
Which is
very
all-
cool.
it's a wild thing to say,
Well,
actually.
now I'm concerned.
Hmm?
No, it's literally, it's like a, it looks like it's a fucking, like when you go to Subway where they keep the meat. Like one of the metal
Yeah.
things, but there's so much salami the lid won't close.
I see.
What would happen if somebody tries to steal the sword? Would her dad be able to do it? I don't think physically he could. Okay. The thing about hex blades, right? The thing about them that's incredibly cool is that they don't... You kind of can't steal them.
If they don't have, if hex blades don't have weapon bonds, they should, just like Eldritch Knight Fighter.
They can, but like, and they do. Like, you could physically take it, but then if Osra wants it back, she's like, no, and then it's back in her hand.
Which, by the way, love that trope, actually. It's so cool.
It's sick as fuck. I love it.
It's very cool.
I like the idea.
Oh, wait. I have a question about the sword then.
Yeah.
Is Mondo able to see, like, outside of it? Like, can he tell his surroundings?
Yeah.
Bestie. That's like a total... Oh my god, hello?
Hello.
No, sorry. Something else. Word. But, like, hypothetically speaking, Osra could let Mondo get stolen, and Mondo can totally do, like, a recon thing, and Osra can just call him back with the info. That's so cool.
Yeah, oh yeah, just like, she's like, no, shut the fuck up, and then lets him get stolen, and then she's like, alright, we got what we need, and then he would just loudly be like, later, fuckers! And
Yeah!
they're like, what? And then he's just gone?
Just gone. It's all he is aware of his surroundings, because the way he teases Osra is just like, oh man, that monk girl would be good for you. Go.
You should ask her out.
Ask her out.
No.
Would Cass have to make the first move?
Yes.
Please, you can't do this to every girl you see on the street.
Fucking...
Just like, do you like women exclusively? Oh, thank God.
Okay, good. Area butch lesbian. Area butch lesbian disaster over here. Listen, she's gay and she likes women because women are pretty. Something she got from her dad, unfortunately.
So I can see it in my brain now that like Cass is like tries to ask her out, but then Osra's like, well, don't you have to have like a vow of chastity or something? And she's like, no.
It's that, is it from fucking Parks and Rec? The like, you look really pretty. What did you say? I said you look shitty! Good night, Denise! That's the Osra. Charisma, high! Not in this area!
Wisdom and how to utilize that charisma, particularly low.
100% it's also that bit of like, a pretty girl said that I looked good on the subway today, and I've still been thinking about it.
It's like, oh yeah, you know, I've been meaning to get out and, you know, it's about time for me to see the world anyway, and mind if I tag along and see if I can help with your situation? And Mondo's like, yes!
No, it's the like, do you mind if I- Yes! Sorry, fuck! Shit! God damn it! Oh, so you do mind? No, that's not what I- No! Shut up! Why are you telling
real
me to
quick.
shut up? Ah!
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this a situation where Mondo replies in the head, but Osra replies out loud?
Yes. Area girl liker, doesn't know how to talk to girls.
How long did it take her to become normal around cast?
A while.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll get a hang of it by the second act.
I like to think that, like, Cass is like, oh, it'll get better when we start, like, properly dating. It doesn't, it gets worse. What if she hates me? What if I fuck it up? She's so pretty, I'm never gonna get another chance!
Mondo's like, you're fine. If she would have hated you, she would have left by now.
Yeah, but I could still fuck it up. I can always fuck it up. Oh, God.
I was worried I'd fumble your mother, but then it never happened, so.
I love hearing Aaron's hands hit the keyboard whenever I say some dumbass shit.
It's really funny.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's picking up on the mic.
It's really funny.
It does. The aggressive typing is picking up on the mic a little bit.
I apologize.
No, it's really funny.
I had to speak my truth.
To be fair, the website I'm using is missing season 6 episode 1. It goes straight to 2. So they probably said stuff in the first one.
It
but
can't
it's
be
not
enough to
here.
justify all this.
Yeah, I know.
My good lord, listen.
Mondo's like, I apologize for my daughter. She really likes you. She unfortunately gets it from me.
No, she doesn't. The funny part is, not only does she not get it from him, she also doesn't get it from her mom. He's like, his response would be, I don't know where this fucking comes from.
I don't know why she's like this.
What do you mean you don't know? It's like you raised them.
Is Osra tall or is she like?
Osra's tall.
Okay, so she's taller than Cass then.
Yeah. Osra's like
Cass is-
6'3". She's big.
Okay, so yeah. She's just a born fumbler.
Yep.
High charisma, low luck, I guess.
A chronic bag fumbler, unfortunately.
No, this is high. This is high charisma, low risk.
Yeah.
I don't know
I'm
how
sorry she's like this. She is quite wonderful. I promise.
I don't know how it could skip a generation on two sides, but that's neither here nor there. Well, because, like, her mom was also socially inept, aka her mom also had autism. But the difference was that her mom was, like, aggressive. she was very aggressive and very direct, right? She like for example, Mondo tried to court her for like months and had like no headway and was like, "What the fuck? What am I doing wrong?" And then one day she just looked at him and was like, "Sex." And he's, "What?" Like, that's how their courtship went.
I didn't bag shit. She threw me up over her shoulder and
Yeah,
haven't left
literally, I didn't bag shit. She picked me up from my neck, threw me over her shoulder, and I've been there ever since. Because he's a fucking charisma god. He's Kanan.
Yeah.
He pulled bitches for a long time, and then found a bitch that he liked and was like, "That's enough.
That's enough of that.
I have to retire the jersey. It's not getting better than this."
I think I broke Aaron.
Fucking. So he's like, "I don't know where she gets it from." Mom brute forced it. She just went in Hulk style. Yeah, basically. That is, in fact, more or less what happened.
It's like, well, I'll stick to it, I guess. Cass is strong enough to pick her up. Because the way that I ended up having her stats, she ended up, she could max out all of her con, strength, and dex to 20 by 20.
Oh, Osra's gay about it.
This alignment's not aligning.
Badger didn't have a vow of chastity. No. Absolutely not. He was a capital W whore.
Me too.
Well,
And listen, it worked out great for him in the long run.
I have this really funny image in my head, and if I'm just inserting too much, then with Cass here just talking about it, then tell me to stop. But just like, you know, I only hear your voice. I want to know what you look like. And he starts describing himself, and she tries to like nail it, but then like the way he's describing himself is like flanderized or like, you know, more like he's not a handsome dude, right? He's a handsome guy. But it's a little exaggerated, and Osra's just like, "What the fuck? No, you're this
Who
is
the
all
hell
wrong."
is this?
Oh, I wanted to know what your dad looked like, so he was describing himself to me. And I decided to try and draw it.
No, he wasn't. And then she pulls out a picture.
Oh, okay. Claire's at the sword.
It was close enough.
Wait, how long has he been in the sword?
A while. Probably 10 years or more.
So he could just like forgot what he looked like actually, because what is he gonna do? You look in a mirror?
That's why he's like, "No, this is what I look like." And Osra's like, "No, you don't." He's like,
I'm sure this won't need to be explored later.
Hulk smasher pass. Jesus. But yeah, there's them.
It's all fun and games until you hit somebody with the Hulk pass.
I just love the idea. I just love the way he's just like coming out of the sword.
Me
It's
too.
like a small thing, but there's something about it that's just like so. I don't even know if this is the phrase I'm looking for or if that I want, but it feels there's something so 90s compliment about it.
Yeah. This is 100.
My
Listen,
goodness! A woman?
this is 100%. I'm not even like ashamed to admit it. I yoinked this part from Soul Eater.
Yeah, I was about to say very Soul Eater vibes.
I've always liked it. The idea that they that when in weapon form, they just kind of appear out of it. So the idea of him like being a ghost that always is like attached to it somehow is very good.
I very much like it quite a bit.
Why should Soul Eater have all the fun?
I also said, I like the idea that, instead of drawing it vertically, it goes out horizontally. So, like, along, like, this edge, the scabbard splits in half. So she can do the big draws with it, and they're like, oh, you can't draw all of it out in time. There's no way, it's the length of your body. And then she just swipes, and they're like, oh, fuck. And then they're in half.
I like the idea of just, like, Osra lets Cass, like, hold on to it, thinking that she'll, like, she can see how jacked Cass is, but still thinks that, like, oh, you know, it might be a little too unwieldy for her, and then she's just, like, swings it around like it's no big deal.
It's one of those things that it's not heavy for her, but it's probably a little, like, cumbersome.
It's a little cumbersome, but it's not cumbersome weight-wise for her.
No. It's more of a, like, physically it is a difficult object to move.
Random question, Heaton.
Sure.
D&D related,
Of
since
course.
if you attack somebody with a sword that's still in its sheath, that's like, would the only benefit you get is it just changes it to bludgeoning damage or what?
Yup.
Essentially.
Off rip, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to know.
If you declared non-lethal, then that's one thing, but yeah, otherwise it's just...
Bonk.
I think there's probably something written on her back, but I haven't decided what yet. For totally normal reasons, and totally not for reference reasons. Shut up, stop looking at me like that!
Oh no.
He looks like he's being summoned by himself to watch what happens next. That's the vibe I wanted. He's here to be a little annoying at all times, as is his wanton way. We'll end a little early, because I think that's all. All that's left is I'm gonna add some text to this, but...
I don't think anyone...
Yeah, people
in
who
our
can...
group is
People who
streaming.
can see ghosts could probably see him, I think. Let's see, who am I following who's live? Zach just started! Let's send you to Zach!
Send it over to Zach.
Your raid message is, all alone on a Friday afternoon? And then I'll see you Sunday! See you Sunday night for the live reading.
See you here Sunday for the
Yeah,
live
we'll see you.
reading.
I was about to say, we'll see you here on Sunday for the live reading, but we'll see you tomorrow over on Brooke's channel for Brooke's birthday playthrough of Portal 2.
Yeah!
Ah,
Goodbye!
Goodbye!
Boy.